Welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today I'm reacting to the version 5.7 special program, and yeah, I'm really excited for this because of course we are finally getting Skirk in version 5.7, and I can't wait to see what she's actually like. I have been saving for her for quite a while, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna roll for her. And I guess also Dahlia if he is in her banner. I think he's a 4-star, right? So there's a chance that he's gonna be in the same banner as Skirk, so it would be nice if I could get him as well and maybe even some constellations for him. But yeah, other than that, other than the two new characters, I don't really know what to expect from version 5.7, except of course that there's gonna be a new Archon Quest, you know, just judging by this picture here, where we of course have Dain. So there's probably gonna be a new Dain quest in this update, you know, which makes sense. We're nearing the end of the version 5 update cycle, so it's about time for another Dain quest. And yeah, we're probably also gonna see the Abyss sibling again. I mean, he's standing right here next to Dain. And then there's the Traveler over here doing some cool stuff with some dark type of energy. I don't know exactly what that is, but yeah, I'm probably gonna see Ether, the Abyss sibling, again, and maybe find out more about the Loom of Fate that was completed last time, if I remember correctly, in the last Dain quest, but the Abyss Order hasn't really used it yet. So maybe that's gonna happen in this quest, who knows. And it seems like it takes place in Natlan, judging by the rocks back there, the cliffs, I mean, very Natlan-esque. I think we can even see the volcano in the background. But yeah, I really have no idea other than that it's gonna be a Dain quest in Natlan and probably gonna involve the Abyss sibling. Really no idea what's gonna happen or what else is gonna be in this update besides this quest and the two new characters. So I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. Maybe they're also gonna show us a bit more about Nod-Krai, maybe a teaser or something like that. Maybe you're gonna get to see Barker. That would be awesome. But I doubt that we are gonna get to see him in this live stream. It's probably gonna still be some time before we actually get to see Barker. But you know, I thought it was worth mentioning because maybe my prediction is gonna be right. Who knows? But yeah, I'm definitely expecting some stuff about Nod-Krai, even if it's just a little bit. And even if it's not about Barker. Just, you know, anything. Any form of teaser. But yeah, I guess we're gonna find out in less than 60 seconds now. It's almost time. Here we go. It's starting. Doomsday. Ooh. And Japanese voice acting. Interesting. Probably because of the strike still. Birth of a Savior. The Loom of Fate finally finished its work. Oh, they used it. The Abyss Order used the Loom of Fate. What did they do with it? Is this Skirk talking? Spaceship? The one who brought you... Okay, definitely talking to Skirk, yeah. So she came to Teyvat in a spaceship. Interesting. What are they talking about here? Yeah, something big is gonna happen in this Archon Quest. Oh, I can't wait for it. Oh, she's so badass. Oh, look at this. I love her moves already. Oh, I'm definitely happy that I saved for her. That's so worth it. Just seeing this little glimpse of her. Of what her attacks look like. It's already amazing. And yeah, here we have Dahlia. Also a sword character, interesting. Our first Hydro 4-star in a long time. Last one was Candace. Are we in the Abyss here? Is this where we meet Skirk? And are we gonna meet her master? Yeah, obviously Dain is here as well. Who's that? Who's that girl? I don't think we've seen her before. Oh, who's that now? A new boss? Is that him, the foul? Are we actually gonna fight him? Well, at least Skirk is gonna fight him. If that is him. Okay, yeah, that was epic. Oh, I can't wait to play this Archon Quest. And there we already have the first code, Master Skirk 618. I guess that's her release date, right? 618, yeah, she's probably gonna be in the first banner phase, like most new characters are. And yeah, I also really like this picture here. It's a good wallpaper. And yeah, that Archon Quest, I mean, they only showed basically the Archon Quest or the Abyss stuff and so on. Usually the trailer has like some Archon Quest related stuff, if there's a new one. Or, you know, story quest related stuff. And then they also already show some of the event stuff and so on. But they didn't show any of the event story this time.
To the Genshin
okay, we have Dahlia, Mawika, and Skirk here as our hosts. Nice.
I'm Cat Protano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of
wait, her name is Cat Protano?
And I'm
It's kind of a cool name.
After seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely
It does seem stacked.
We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version.
Yay! Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely. And Skirk, yeah, also really looking forward to her. Come on, please show us more about Skirk. Just jump right into it. Yeah, there we go.
Didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that interaction left us all with far more questions than answers.
It did
Yeah,
indeed.
I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon Quest?
Yes, I do remember that.
Something about the
And I'm not the only one. A lot of people have been waiting for Skirk ever since then.
Visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul
Yeah, that's
Sertology.
pretty much all we know.
So, Sertology isn't just some ordinary mentor.
Oh,
Sertology is on like the same level as Rindot here, right? Same kind of being. He was also one of the sinners in Khaenri'ah.
That's almost otherworldly.
Almost otherworldly because she is from another world, basically.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest.
Yeah, I'll definitely check out the story quest.
So Liyue is where we run into Skirk.
Liyue, interesting. Gonna go back all the way to Liyue for the story quest.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Is she playing a
In
guitar?
my mind, she's like this, you know, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves.
Yeah, thought so. They're not gonna give us any actual answers, but that's good. We don't want all the answers in the live stream, of course. Okay, there are her materials. I mean, I already kinda knew about them, let's be real. If you're saving for a character and wanna pre-farm for them, you have to look at some things that are not officially revealed yet. Let's just phrase it like that.
Let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, I'm excited to see this. Because while I did look at her materials and which artifacts she needs, I always stay away from leaks about the actual animations and stuff. I wanna be surprised about that. And yeah, she looks amazing. Just from the little bit we've seen so far. I mean, look at it. Oh my god. That was some normal attacks. Or probably some special type of normal attack. If I remember correctly, she has some special normal attacks, yeah. So those are probably the ones we're seeing here.
As child World's master and someone capable of training in the abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly something.
There we have an action normal text first, and
it's
then,
worth
yeah, she
pointing
switches
out,
in that
Skirk
mode, and then,
doesn't use a
man, they look
vision.
so
Her
cool.
powers
And
come
this is
from
probably
the
her
abyss,
burst.
but
Yeah.
in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent
Yeah,
substat.
special energy similar to
And when
Mabuika.
you tap her elemental skill,
I guess
Skirk
we're gonna
gains
get
a
more and
certain
more
amount of
characters like
energy
that.
and enters a special combat
Mabuika
state,
opened the
signaled by
floodgates,
her
basically,
changing
for
outfit, which is
alternative
very cute,
energy.
might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage.
Yeah,
that
special
can't
normal
be
attack
overridden.
state.
This state
with
also
cryo
increases
infusion.
her resistance to
Very nice.
interruption and attack AoE.
I always
And
love
when cryo-related
characters who actually use the
reactions are
normal
triggered,
attacks.
multiple void
It's so
rifts
sad when
appear on
characters
the
have
field.
cool looking normal attacks but don't use
Skirk
them
can use her
really.
charged attack
Like
or her
Chiuri,
special
for
elemental
example.
burst to
I love
absorb
Chiuri's
the
normal
void rifts.
attacks, but
And
she's
after
usually a
unleashing
sub DPS.
special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed. Holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk
Okay,
to
she can
absorb
also
them and gives her the ability
float
to
around
maneuver around
like
the
that.
battlefield. Once she has
I guess
enough
similar a
energy,
bit
she can
to
unleash her
Yelan's
elemental
skill.
burst to deal consecutive slashes of
Some fast
AoE
movement.
damage.
If you hold it.
So she's a unit you can keep on the field for
I mean,
a long
nowadays I
time,
feel like every
or
character
take
has
out
to have
a
some
nice
sort of
sudden
movement
burst of
skill.
damage.
Because it's just a
Pairing
new
her with
meta
Hydro and
after
other
Natlan.
characters also further enhances her abilities.
The new meta for
And if
exploration.
you're
If a character
using
doesn't have a movement skill now, they're just automatically a low tier for exploration.
Will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she like enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Tartana
Okay,
had a
enhanced
great
party member
teacher.
skill.
Oh,
That
he
also
sure
sounds
did.
cool.
And I love the look of her camouflaged abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
And it's also
right?
interesting that they're
And
phrasing
when
it
she
as
enters her
camouflaged
special
abyssal
combat
powers
state,
instead
her
of just
outfit
straight up
changes
cryo.
too.
So she's
Big,
actually
like,
using
looks a little
abyssal
more
powers,
smooth
but she's making
Oh,
so that
yeah.
it looks like
So it
cryo
seems
and
like
does the same
travelers
things
can
as
approach
cryo.
combat in two
Which, you
ways,
know,
then.
is
You can
their
use your
way
special
of
combat state to
getting
dish out
around
damage with cryo
introducing a new
attacks,
element
heighten the
just for her, I
damage by
guess.
absorbing void rifts with her special
But
elemental
it still would
burst.
have been really cool if they
Or,
just, you know,
after
gave her
other
a completely
Hydra
new
and
element.
cryo
But I'm fine with her
members
being
and
cryo. It's
generated void
okay.
rifts will
I
slash
think
his own
if they
void
ever
elemental
are
bursts.
gonna introduce
Both
an
seem
abyssal
really
element,
useful. And
it's
since
probably
cryo
gonna be when
hydro
Dane is
powers
released.
enhance Skirk's
I don't
skills,
think they're gonna
there
do
are
it any
tons
earlier
of
than
cheap
that. Yeah.
possibilities here.
And
Oh,
Dane's release is probably
definitely.
gonna be
Hey,
when
speaking
Khanria
of, what
is
about Dahlia?
released.
He's a Hydro
And
character,
that's
right?
gonna take a
Sounds
few
like
more
he'd be a
years.
good fit.
He's so refined, but
Okay, you're
also
talking about
kind of
Dahlia now?
mischievous at the same time. One thing we haven't seen though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
is
lie,
what
in the
combat
new Archon Quest interlude where Dahlia was
really-
introduced, he
got
didn't
it.
really
You are in
make a
for
big
it.
impression on me.
Let's go.
He was just kinda there. And yeah, overall also his design, I think, is a little bit boring compared to a lot of other characters we've gotten lately. I mean, not that it's bad, it's still a good design. Just think that, you know, he's not the coolest looking character ever. That's all I'm trying to say here.
Okay, so Dahlia is a
But I'm still
Hydro
excited for him
soldier
simply
and
because
support
he
captain
is a
who
Hydro
uses
Forster, and
elemental
that's
bursts
really
to
rare.
provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh, it's like
And he's
the
also a
shield
shielder,
appears in
apparently.
response to his
Okay.
prayer.
Yes, and for a certain period of
Interesting,
time,
Hydro
after
shielder.
unleashing his elemental burst,
Do we
Dahlia
already
can
have a
gain
Hydro
stacks of
shielder?
venison by
Let me
hitting
think.
enemies with
Probably.
normal attacks,
But I can't
or
think of anyone right
triggering
now.
freeze reactions. So when his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of venison to summon it again, allowing him
Okay,
to
immediately
continuously
summons
protect
it
his party
again.
members
Is it kinda
and
like
to
Thomas'
increase their
shield then?
resistance to interruption.
Where it's like
And after
continuously
unlocking a specific
recreated.
talent, Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character.
Ooh, attack speed,
allowing
that's
them
nice
to
for
dish out
Yoimiya.
damage
Yeah, they're even
evenly
showing it
across
with
the
Yoimiya here.
Nice. So he can help us
Definitely gotta
attack
test
without
that.
interruption and increase our
Because, you know,
attack speed.
I'm a Yoimiya main on my main account.
And with his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower and places it in a designated location. His
Okay, you
summon
can
has
jump up
different
with this.
effects
Basically plays the
depending
jump
on who
pad.
comes into- If a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an air.
So you could use it to do a plunging attack, but I don't know, there are better ways to do that.
So he's like
I don't
really
think you would
reliable in
use him
combat,
just
even
as
though
a
he
plunge
seems
support.
kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
He's probably like I don't know how good his Hydro application is gonna be, but maybe we can use him as a Hydro applicator and of course a shielder. I think shielder is probably gonna be his main function, right?
But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the Herald of Barbados.
It's also interesting that he actually knows that Venti is Barbados, but Barbara doesn't. It's actually kind of weird that Barbara is one of the few people who's out of the loop now. I mean, one of the few people of importance in Mondstadt. Because her position in the church is a high one, right? Isn't she also called a deaconess and he's the deacon, so they're kind of on the same rank, right? So I feel like Barbara should also know about Venti, but oh well. Okay, event wishes. Shenhe? Wait, Shenhe is not Chronicled Wish exclusive now? And Dahlia is on the first phase, that's also cool. I never thought I would see another actual Shenhe banner, and then we have Maui rerun, okay, yeah. Kind of expected. And Emily, interesting. Yeah, honestly, aside from Skirk, I'm not really interested in any of these characters. I mean, I already have Shenhe on both my accounts, and I have Maui on my main account. Don't really plan to roll for my alt account. I don't have Emily on either of my accounts, but I also don't really feel like I need her or want her. So yeah, my main account I'm just gonna roll for Skirk, and on my alt I'm gonna skip these banners, I guess, and save.
As we all know, that means things are about to get complicated.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about Dainsleif.
I love Dainsleif. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss.
Yeah, what is that about?
The traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Yeah, right, we met the sibling during the previous one, but then they forgot about it, because they were like, oh, this is just, you know, kind of like a dream, and when you wake up, you're gonna forget. I kind of didn't like that this entire meeting, it happened, but it also kind of didn't really happen, because they just forgot about it.
Converging in one place, Natlan. So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan. A young woman dressed in
Yeah, who is she?
clothing, hiding out in a cave.
She definitely doesn't look
It's not
Natlanese.
just her clothing that's special, though. Look at her eyes.
Yeah, definitely Khaenri'ahn.
Wait, is she?
The plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force,
But who
in
could it
Natlan,
be?
must mean there's
Probably
been a
someone
development
important
in our
from
siblings'
Khaenri'ah, otherwise she
grand
wouldn't
plan.
play a part in this
Pyro
quest.
Archon and our other friends from Natlan are on high alert. But the people of Natlan want a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Okay, when they're saying it like that, then the Abyss Order is gonna be a big danger to
I know
Natlan.
who's gonna be on the front lines. We actually will get to see it this time because
Oh, Dainsleif is gonna
Dainsleif is going to
actually
help us
fight
defeat
alongside
our
us?
foes in a manner we've never
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. This
It's actually
is
there.
not a drill, everyone. We finally get to see
Usually he
it.
just let us do the fighting, and we only saw him fighting cutscenes. But now he's actually helping during the gameplay. Okay. Yeah, I dig it. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to find out
Yes, it seems like it's not as
some
simple
more
as
about
just
the Abyss
finding
Order's
them
lore,
anymore. There's a lot more
about the
at stake.
sinners,
Oh, for sure.
the Loom of Fate,
This is
all that
definitely
stuff.
one to look forward to.
Breck, so I guess we're getting the second code now. It's your space time. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, okay, wow. Shenhe gets an actual banner. That's still the thing that stood out to me the most about the stream so far. I really thought that certain characters like Shenhe would now be exclusive to the Chronicled Wish and not get actual reruns anymore. So that definitely was a big surprise, seeing her pop up there just like that, outside of a Chronicled Wish. And then, yes, Skirk obviously looks really damn cool. I already said it several times, and I feel like a broken record here, but I really, really can't wait to play this new Archon Quest.
It's time to jump into the
And now we got
version 5.7
events,
events.
okay.
Let's go! Furnia has developed a
Going back to
simulator
Sumer, we get a
that
free
creates
Sethos.
Travelers
Honestly,
can select
I don't
various
really care.
mechanical pieces to
I really
form
don't care about
teams and enhance
Sethos.
their skills
I used him like
based
one
on
time
his
for a
various
showcase I did
parts
after
in
he
a
came
board
out,
game style
and then I
environment.
decided that I never want to play Sethos again.
And And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that
Okay.
require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, it's one of these events. Okay, where you place down units and have to defeat the enemy's strategy event. Okay, and we can also use Saurians now. That's a new addition to these type of events, I guess.
Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also assign equipment to your pieces to make them stronger.
And now they have equipment as well. Wow, okay, yeah, these events are getting more and more complicated, I guess. But they're usually quite fun. In my opinion, at least. Okay, a puzzle game as well.
That involve guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages to increase your speculation
Fruit
level
harvesting
and
with
unlock
Paimon.
additional buffs for your
Okay,
team.
that's kind of
So
cute.
we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Finally.
Yup,
I like puzzle
and
games.
of course,
Yeah, so overall
completing
this seems like a
event will
pretty
reward
fun
travelers
event.
also.
But they're only talking about the mini-games, they're not talking about any event story. Does the main event of this update not have a story? Because I already mentioned it before, but they also didn't show anything about the event in the trailer. Okay, they have another event. Oh, it's this event with the cannon. Okay.
But don't
Yeah,
worry,
we had that
with this
before.
new and improved turret, we can use several new kinds of cannonballs to help clear
But
out
of course,
our
it's now a
opponents.
bit different. We're getting new types of cannonballs.
Grape shot split into
Makes
powder
sense.
bullets when
I mean, it is also a fun event, but it seems like we're actually just gonna
target
get
enemies hiding in
mini-games
corners.
and no actual event story. I guess at least no major event story in this update. It's interesting. Maybe they just really wanted to focus on the Archon Quest. Maybe the Archon Quest is gonna be insanely good. I really hope so. Okay, co-op event. I mean, yeah, there's always one co-op event per update, or most of the time at least. But this seems to be a combat event. Co-op combat event. Have we had something like that before? I mean, yeah, we had, but it's been a while. Usually the co-op events are these coin collecting games. Wait, this seems to be straight up just combat. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against that. That looks fun. But depending on which teammates you get, it could become a lot less fun. We'll see.
Dire difficulty is even more challenging.
Even more challenging difficulty, as if the last few combat events weren't challenging enough. Though that was partly because they forced us to use trial characters with really shitty builds.
I'm very excited to announce a new permanent event called Stygian Onslaught. In this event,
Okay, what is this
travelers will be able to
now?
farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as
Oh,
obtain
artifacts
customization
farming
items
event.
For free.
For free?
For free.
And we get
A new
elixirs?
permanent event. Okay, we need details.
Wait, this is
now.
permanent? Did I hear them say this is permanent? I think I did.
Into 3 phases, each featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty levels to choose from. Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted
Oh, this is
artifacts in the
actually
event.
great. If you get a new permanent game mode that gives us elixirs and artifacts, that could make artifact farming so much better. Oh my god, I love this. I don't know what exactly it is, what exactly it's gonna be like, how good it's gonna be, but just in theory it sounds amazing.
Travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the Leyline Blossom at the end of the stage.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we can farm artifacts and get primo gems and potentially sanctifying elixirs on top. That sounds just straight up better than farming artifacts in domains now. Domains are gonna be obsolete now. I mean, it depends on how often you can actually do this. There's probably some kind of limit. Oh, it's targeted artifact enhancement, not creation, so it's not elixirs. But that still sounds good.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of
Yes, I know the pain of that.
This item is designed
Can we now
to help with
choose
that.
which substats
Artifact
get
one,
enhanced?
Right? We all know every 4 levels a random substat gets enhanced.
Yeah,
as you raise an
and we
artifact
can now
level
remove that
20.
randomness.
But
Please
it
tell me you
doesn't
can now
always
remove the
turn out the
randomness
way
of
you
substat
want.
enhancement.
This item allows you to re-roll the
Oh,
substat
it's the
against
reroll
the
dice from
artifact.
Honkai Star Rail. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's great. That's a great addition to the game. I love this. Yes. Oh, we can actually choose which ones to reroll. Oh, wait, that's even better than the reroll dice.
or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really needed this.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, really
This is
powerful,
so
right?
good. Oh my god.
Starting in
This is
5.7, travelers
better
will
than
be
everything else they've shown so far in this live stream. Like Archon Quest, Skirk, awesome. But this is what it's all about. This is gonna make getting good artifacts so much easier. Yeah, and of course there are gonna be some in Battle Pass. Well, I can't get those on my free-to-play account, I guess, but at least on my main account, I'll be able to get the Battle Pass ones. But we do also get some of these from the new game mode, so we can still get some of those as free-to-play.
I do have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo. But what if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers in Tevat will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Exalted ones?
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Interesting.
Cool.
So that's a way for stronger players to help weaker players.
Level of difficulty just now.
So that everyone can get all the rewards.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6.
Oh, they have a dire difficulty. If this is anything like the dire in the combat events, then it's actually gonna be really damn difficult.
There are no companions to turn to for comfort. No promise of primo gems to drive you forward.
Oh, but they don't give you primo gems for that. Okay. So it's gonna be like super difficult. It's probably gonna be a whale game mode. But at least there are no primo gems on the line.
So you're telling me travelers really
So
don't
it's
get
fine.
anything, something
It's
like
just
that?
for bragging rights. I'm definitely gonna try it.
What? I can't
But
wait.
I'm probably not gonna be able to
That's it
clear
for
that.
City and Onslaught.
At least
Just a
not
reminder,
with the
the
full
outbreak
rewards.
period begins
Because
the
we're
second
probably
Wednesday
still gonna
after
get
a
at
version
least
update,
like some
or
experience books
8
and
days
more
into
and
the new
stuff, right?
version.
But yeah,
Alright,
overall this
time to
seems
lock in.
amazing.
Travelers might also be excited to hear that
We
the
get
next
more of these
installment of the
anecdotes.
Traveler's Tales is
Oh,
coming
that's
in version
awesome. I love that
5.7.
event.
Okay, slay.
But back then it was
Last
only
time
Mondstadt
so
and
much
Liyue.
fun.
Toma's back in Mondstadt, and he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share.
Thoma and Mondstadt, nice.
I never thought about it before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies.
We also get one for Nuvelet.
Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so
Oh, this is cute.
I want to know what they're talking about.
Oh, and it looks
And
like
Dory as well. Okay, so we have Inazuma characters, Fontaine characters, Sumeru characters.
Something to saw you?
Oh, of course.
The only ones missing now are Natlan characters. But they're probably gonna wait a bit
Honestly,
before they
though,
do
a
Natlan
character
anecdotes
like Dory
because,
could
you
show
know,
up
we just
anywhere, and I
got
wouldn't
all
be
these
surprised
Natlan
if
characters.
I bet at
They're
some
still pretty new.
point-
It's quite
Also,
a few.
Kirara and
So,
Sino,
look
it
out while
seems.
exploring the open world, travelers.
Can't wait to play the Kirara anecdote. I love Kirara.
Such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Oh, but also
Right? I know,
Yoimiya's
it
probably
really
gonna
makes
have
the
one
open
now.
world feel more alive and interactive.
Oh, can't wait to play that.
Luckily, the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a
And
permanent
Chiori
event
and
is in the
Navia
works.
and...
So travelers
Oh my
look
god, so
forward
many
to
great
dancing with them in the
characters
future.
are gonna have anecdotes now.
Finally, overflowing abundance is returning at the end of version
And we get
5.7. Travelers can look forward
this
to
event
double
again.
the talent and weapon ascension material
Oh, it's
drops.
talents
So don't
and
miss out.
weapons this time. Was it always
In
talents and
addition,
weapons?
new
I thought it was
Olympic
just
Echo
talents.
challenges will be added in version 5.7.
And new
Oh, the
echoes?
Raiden Shogun
Raiden, Shenhe,
Oh,
and
Shenhe's
just those two?
echo is
I mean,
so cool.
I like both of them, so
Jewels
probably gonna
and
try to
pops
get
of
their
red in
echoes.
there? Okay, girl, very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like
Oh, Raiden's looks so good.
The purple matches so well.
So pretty.
Yep.
She's also
So if
one
you
of my
wanna
favorite
play
characters, so
them,
I'm
make sure
definitely
your
gonna try to get
characters
this.
are ready. Travelers can also look forward to some genius invocation
TCG update, yep, as usual. Got Chaska, Mawike, and Sidlali now. Don't really care too much about that, it's been a long time since I've played TCG, but it's nice for the TCG players to get some more characters.
That brings us to the
System optimizations, yeah. I've already read the developers discussion and there is artifact loadouts now. They're probably gonna talk about that. And yeah, the resource management, I read about this as well. So, makes it easier for mobile players to download Genshin without filling up their storage.
So that means clearing out some old quest resources.
It's a nice
to save
change.
storage space.
Okay.
And You will now be able to directly use fragile resin to claim rewards from ley line
That's
blocks
also nice that we can
and
just, you know,
challenge
use fragile
with
resin
artifact
to
intelligence
immediately get a bunch of
heuristics.
drops.
This also applies to the artifact drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Optimization
When
for
moving to
Spiral
the next
Abyss.
floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, that's nice.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12.
Yeah, I think they
Not
mentioned that
satisfied
during
with
the
your
developers
performance,
discussion
you
as
can
well,
also
actually.
restart the challenge
I think I remember
directly
that.
from the
But the
finalizations.
big thing was definitely
Nice.
loadouts. Are they not gonna talk about loadouts here?
Yeah. So hopefully these optimizations make for a better
It seems like they're
experience
actually not
overall.
gonna talk about loadouts in the stream. Interesting. Even though that's the thing that so many players have been asking for so long. They just leave the loadouts out of the live stream. What the heck?
旅人の皆さん、こんにちは。鈴木愛理です。
Okay.
今回
Message from
原神の皆
is
さ
this
んと
Skirk's
共に
voice actress?
仕事をすることになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私はスカークというキャラクターのアニメ
Oh,
ソング
theme
の
song
ソング
for the animated
ス
short.
ターオデッセイ
Skirk,
という曲を
okay.
歌わせていただいたん
But I
です
don't
が
remember there being an
この
animated
楽曲は
short for
全部
Skirk, so it's probably gonna come
英語
out
で
within
世
the
界
next few days.
世界に
Or maybe they are gonna show it here at the end of the live
すべ
stream.
て英語の字公開
Will
さ
be
れま
released
す。
together with the
皆さん
animated
ぜひ遊びに
short.
来てくだ
Okay,
さ
I
い。
thought she was gonna say the release date, but she didn't.
OMG! An animated short for Skirk and a song! Let's go!
Yeah, but when is it gonna come out? Come on, tell us. Probably like in a few days.
That brings us
right?
to the end of our announcements for this version.
They're not gonna tell us? Okay. That's gonna be a surprise whenever it happens.
What are you all looking forward to the most? For me, I have
I'm
to
looking
say,
forward to the
over
new
Quest,
artifact
I am
farming
clearly
stuff.
excited
That
for
looked really
everybody to
cool.
meet Dahlia.
I'm looking forward
You know,
to
I'm
Skirk,
also
of
really
course,
excited
and to
about
the
the new
Archon
permanent
Quest.
content like, Stygian Onslaught.
Yeah, Stygian
What about
Onslaught,
you
that's the
guys?
artifact farming mode. I can't
Kinda
wait to
hard
see
pick just
how it
one.
actually
I mean,
is.
I'm excited for
I
my
hope it's good.
Malika
Of
and
course.
I hope it's
Genshin,
actually worth
but,
farming
like,
there.
Yeah, right?
Are we not gonna get a Nod-Krai teaser?
Fifth year of adventuring, if you can believe it. It feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
So
been
it
5
feels like we're
years.
really getting to see how a lot of
Absolutely
elements
crazy. It
that
doesn't really
seem
feel like
sort
it's
of
been 5 years,
first
but it
start to
has.
converge.
Mm-hmm.
It went
And
by
with
so
what we
fast.
saw in the dev team's Nod-Krai teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds
Oh,
from here.
Nod-Krai mentioned?
And
Come
we
on, give us a
definitely
teaser,
have fun
please.
doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the
No, don't
Genshin
end it
Impact
here.
version 5.7
It's gonna
special
fade to black,
program.
and
Thank
then
you
we're gonna
so
hear
much for tuning in,
music
everybody.
starting,
Ad
and then there's gonna be a
Astra
Nod-Krai
Travelers.
teaser.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
It looks like
another friend from afar?
is rushing over to share
Okay,
some-
okay, we're actually getting some more.
Ooh.
We're getting some more stuff here. This has to be Nod-Krai, right? Yes. Yes. Actual Nod-Krai teaser. Oh, the music. Genshin has always such great music.
Nod-Krai, an ever-changing landscape of ruin, a marvel corroded by time.
Who's talking here?
In the forest, where the nights
Wild
remain
Hunt.
undisturbed save for a few
It looks
rays
so
of
cool. I hope
light,
these enemies also
the
look really
Wild
cool in the
Hunt's
game.
shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frost Moon, living where the silver light shines.
Frost Moon.
Others carry the torch.
Then you have
fending
the
off darkness
Light
and
Bearers, I
cold with
think,
their
they're
blades.
called. Or something like
I
that.
hear the Snowland Fae still
Snowland
carry
Fae, yeah, all the
secrets of
factions. I mean, we already kind of know about these
While the
factions,
Fatui
but it's
look
still
to the
awesome to
stars
see them
above,
here.
trying in vain to seize the false
Then the
firmament.
Fatui, or the Torre,
There are the knights, draped in the
Knights of
white
Favonius.
nearing the
Waka,
end of a long and
okay,
arduous
he actually looks
My
like
friends, of course,
in the
shan't
Archon
be
Quest.
outdone.
Alice?
They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world.
I guess it's our first real look at Alice,
Stone
kinda.
craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze.
Okay, but they didn't show
Have
us
another cup of
anything
tea,
else. Wait,
if you'd be so kind. The story
was this some
is
kind
about
of
to begin.
Sealy? That's a cool place there in the background that the Sealy flew towards. Wow, okay, yeah, that was not much, but I loved it. I can't wait to see Nod-Krai. And yeah, Waka apparently really is like that blonde guy that we saw in the Archon Quest interlude on one screen where they talked about the conference between the Knights, the Hexen Circle, and the Anemo Archon. I was like, maybe that's just a general representation of Knights of Favonius Grandmaster, not specifically Waka. I wasn't sure. But it seems that Waka is actually does look like that. And is that the end now? Yeah, it seems like that's the end. Okay. So that was the version 5.7 live stream. And I gotta say, it was amazing. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, I wasn't really sure what to expect beyond a new Archon Quest and of course Skirk and Dahlia. But they delivered. Like, they really delivered. It seems like we don't really have a big main event this version with a big event story, which is unusual. But they did give us a new permanent game mode with new artifact enhancement materials that allow us to reroll substats. And that alone is one of the hugest things they've done ever. You know, on par with sanctifying elixirs, with actually creating good artifacts. Now with those two things together, elixirs and these new reroll thingies, getting good artifacts and making sure that they actually stay good when you level them up, is gonna be so much easier. I love that. And I don't think there's anyone who doesn't love that in the community. I mean, most players know the pain of getting a double crit artifact and then it rolling all into flat defense. And that might now be a thing of the past. Because even if it does roll all into flat defense, we can just, you know, reroll and choose the stats that we actually want to roll into. And yeah, that's just, I mean, I said it like 100 times already, but that's freaking amazing. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did, then please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Genshin Impact and other gacha content. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice day.